Hi guys, my name is Christina and welcome to my channel. And on this channel we'll talk a lot about how to create comics because this is where I'm focused a lot because I create my own comic and I share with you everything I learn along the way. But we'll also talk a lot about art, creating art, enjoying creating art, and also earning money with your art and being a professional artist. If any of this is interesting to you, please make sure to subscribe and ring the bell, and then you're gonna get notified every time I upload the new video and YouTube algorithm will start loving my channel. So it's good for you, it's good for me. In this video I wanted to talk to you about what to do if you lose inspiration, you feel uninspired, unmotivated, you just don't feel this spark and don't get enjoyment from creating art, and how to get out of this nasty sad place. I'm calling this how to find your inspiration again and what to do when you're not inspired, but I have my own opinions about the inspiration overall. I think inspiration is not necessary to get things done, and I work in movie industry and I do a lot of art freelance. So I do a lot of art, and if I were required to be inspired to do good art, I would have a problem. So you still can do good art and you can still produce good content, but you don't have to be inspired. And actually I don't feel inspired when creating my own comic as well. I just enjoy it. I don't always, almost like very rarely, have this crazy spark of joy. I usually have it when I get a new idea, or I start a new chapter, or I draw some very specific moment, but it's not something that gets my pages done, and it's not something that gets me through things. So before starting talking about how to get out of this non-inspirational slump, I just wanted to let you know that you don't need to, you still can do work. It's not required to be inspired, and I think it's a big blocking stone for a lot of artists who just starting and they think that inspiration is something that need to drive you. It's not really the inspiration, it's determination, plan, goal, and just understanding that it is step-by-step process and being more relaxed, and just understanding that it's a long process, and just get more in the meditative state when you're working on an artwork or on the comic, on something like this. I think this is something that actually more productive, and that's something that gets stuff finished. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out of the way and let you know. But then back to the ideas of how to feel more inspired. One way is just stop doing what you're doing. Don't push through it. If you're not feeling like a spark of joy and you're not enjoying what art you're currently creating, don't stop, take a break, don't push yourself. And because I've been in this situation where I didn't know where things are going, I didn't have the clear vision of what to do, and I just kept pushing, and it doesn't work. And then I took a break for 2 days and then the idea came naturally. And I'm not saying do nothing during this break time. I'm suggesting you do something different. You still do something creative, but it doesn't have to be something that you must do or must do for this project, or something that is like exactly what you're stuck with. What helps me is just to draw like random doodles about literally something different than what I'm working on right now. If I haven't stuck with my comic, I might just distract myself within my comic. I can just draw in some clothes design for some characters that are gonna appear later on, or just start doing some interior designing, or just, you know, some world building visuals. Or I might just don't draw my comic at all. I like distracting myself by drawing portraits of characters from other movies, because portraits of real people, if you just start drawing portraits of real people from your life, it's kind of creepy, isn't it? I don't know, I just go and choose some character from a movie or whatnot, and I just draw them. So something that can distract you but still keep you creative is, I think, a great way to go, and I highly recommend do this just to prove yourself that you're still enjoying things, because sometimes you really just need to take yourself out of the project, out of the current situation, to start enjoying. Another thing that I suggest you can try is to draw, I mean, assuming you're drawing, but just use different style. Again, what helps me is to start drawing in lines, or start drawing traditionally versus digitally, just to change style a little bit. And that actually also does the same function, takes you out of the situation of stuckness and just proves yourself that you still enjoy creating things. For me, I usually draw colored, painterly, realistic type of style, and for me I usually go to lines digitally, for example, or just traditional. I draw with a pen, and with a blue pen. I like blue pens, and it's a Pilot with bullet point 0.5. That's my jam. For some reason I cannot find them on Amazon. I have to ask my sister to buy them in Russia and ship it to me, or if she visits. What's up, Pilot? That's what's helping me, and I recommend you try that as well. And you might realize that you actually enjoy maybe different style a little bit more at this point. Maybe you're stuck in this muddy situation. Maybe you're stuck in this stage just because your preference of the style has changed. So experiment, check it out. On the similar note, you can try different art style. What helped me, again, like I don't have it now, but I used to have a guitar. I used to have many guitars, and I by no means am good at playing the guitar, but I really enjoy it. Now I have a drum, actually. It's just a shaman drum, frame drum, I guess, and I really enjoy just, my neighbors probably hate me, but basically I like just drumming, or with the guitar I just like playing something on the guitar, just get some creative juices flowing. Now I don't use guitar because I decided to have long nails. Cannot play. I know, it's a very shallow excuse, but I'm thinking more of getting guitar and just chopping all the... For me, guitar really helps, and just trying different type of art style is amazing. I don't know, go sing in the shower, something like this, something to get creative stuff going, but this is different and gets you out of the situation where you're stuck. Another thing that I would recommend, but it involves some money, but basically buy new equipment, buy something new. And for me, it works all the time. I'm that type of person who likes physical, materialistic things. I really into that. I'd rather spend my money on something physical, tangible that I can use in my craft and in my activities every day than on travel or, you know, going to the movies. I don't care about the experience. To me, I just buy physical things, and I will make my day-to-day experiences with my normal life way better. For me, when I was in hiatus when I was drawing my comic for 3 years almost, and I wasn't drawing, and it was bad times. But when I was coming back to start drawing, I got myself this not this one, different one, but very good iMac. Looks the same. It's easy to imagine. I got myself an iMac, and I never had an iMac. I had Mac Pro and I had laptops before. But I got myself good computer. I really invested a lot of money, and if you cannot afford something right now, there is usually plans that you can get. There is usually some student discounts that you can get. There is a lot of ways around it, and if it's not an option, it's not an option. But if you're able to do this, I would suggest purchasing a good, nice tools for your craft. And in the beginning, when I was just coming back to drawing again and drawing my comic, I was scared, I was anxious, because I was like, can I do it again? Will I be able to get to the same quality I was before, or can I improve? Spoiler alert, so fine. But the thing that really helped me is I was just opening computer, opening Photoshop, and just enjoying the quality of the tool, and just enjoying how much this tool gives me that I can use and what I can do. I feel like the tool supports me, even for a YouTube channel. Obviously, it's just the beginning of this YouTube channel. I started just a year ago, and it's very hard to grow on YouTube. It's very hard to grow anywhere. Obviously, when I look at my views, that is like 20 per video, it can get a little discouraging. But what helps me to move forward is to update my equipment when I can, financially anyway, to get camera that I want, to get the light setting that I want, to add some different things that I want, to get a new lens so I can get the blurrier background or something like this. So it helps me to be motivated to do more. Obviously, as I mentioned, it's a financial thing, so it might not work for everybody, but if you're able, I'm telling you, it does work, because it just invest in your own craft if you can. It's not for everybody, but it is still a good advice, and it still might help you if there's something you're considering. Another advice is get inspired by other art, by other artists. But if you are really stuck, I would suggest not to get inspired by looking at the finished, completed work of all the artists, or looking through their whole gallery of completed works and be like, I can never do that. Don't do that to yourself, because it's where are you now if you're stuck, and if something is not coming along and you're just starting on something, or you're just midway. It's a huge process to go from this to a beautiful finished work, and actually looking at the finished works of other artists can demotivate you even more, because you become aware of this gap, or will start feeling even more of like, yeah, I want to be there as well, but something is blocking me. I would suggest just look at sketches, look at quick art, look at photography, look at something that is easy and faster to do, and just something that will make you feel better about creating, and it makes you feel like it's easy to get something like this. So when you see something, some artist creating something, and you're inspired, but when you're making sure it's the sketch that you're looking, or speed painting that you're looking at, while admiring and getting inspired by this, you will also not feel like, oh my god, I cannot achieve this. You will still feel, oh yeah, I can also doodle it in like an hour. I can doodle it right now. So you have this hope within you that it's totally accomplishable. So yeah, basically get inspired, but don't go for crazy inspiration. Go for cautionary, sketchy inspiration, speed art inspiration. Watch somebody's drawing on YouTube, for example my videos, but actually just go and watch speed paintings videos everywhere, because you can see people actually working, and it's when you look how the video starts and how the video progresses, you feel, yeah, I can do that. I can see that is doable. I can see how it goes from point A to point B, and it just make it feel more possible for yourself to just go through this process. Another thing that might help you is to get inspired by something else. For example, what helps me is that I usually read an audiobook, listen to audiobook, or I listen to YouTube videos, and I have a lineup that I really like, obviously, of the book, otherwise I would really listen to it. How it helps is that if I'm feeling uninspired and like I don't really feel drawn to go and sit and draw, I will be just drawn to go and sit and listen to the book and see what happens to those characters, or listen to this YouTube video, or if somebody posted some fun video, I really want to listen to it, so I'm more excited and inspired to just listen or just consume some other media than actually drawing, but have this deal with myself. So if you want to get this, you better be drawing at the same time. I don't know, roll some TV show at the same time. Sometimes that would help me to go through the freelance when I really didn't want to do it, but I really had to do it. I had to deliver tomorrow. So I would just put a TV show on and I would have a deal. If you're watching a TV show, you better be drawing. So it obviously will not make me draw fast, but it will make me chip away from, this load of work that I have. So that really helps me to just get the work done, push through and keep going. And usually, even if I draw in my comic, as I mentioned, inspiration is not the driving force. It's usually just determination and the meditative state of mind. I'm just relaxed. I'm enjoying the process. Not like I'm beyond excited for the process, but I'm just enjoying, just chilling, just drawing. And I like listening to something while I'm doing it. And if I'm not listening, it's very hard for me. Honestly, because it's a lot of hours spent, right? So you want to get yourself somewhat entertained. So yeah, those are my recommendations. But again, as I mentioned in the beginning, inspiration is not really necessary. What is necessary is determination and goal, and how my horseback riding teacher used to say, butt hours. And I really like this term, even though it's for horseback riding. She basically meant that you need to have butt hours, the hours you actually sit on your butt in the saddle to improve your riding. I think it's totally applicable to drawing, because you're sitting on your butt in the chair and you work. So to get butt hours under your belt, you just really need to sit on your butt and draw, and that's really it. And find something that keeps you sitting there, because things are not done easy, and projects start with inspiration. Usually ideas start with inspiration, but inspiration is not what finishes projects, so you don't really need it. So I hope those tips helped, and I hope it can help you out, get out of the slump that you might find yourself in. And if you have any other advices that you can share with me or with other people, please leave them in the comments down below so we all can benefit from it. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you guys.